Pisces, and thank you guys so much for tuning in. All right, guys, so your birthday season just passed, and I gave you guys a few options in regards to what you wanted for bonus ratings, and I knew you guys were going to choose this one, so I'm actually really happy to do this for you guys. You guys also chose how to secure the bag, so I'm going to do that one next, and that will be posted next. But let's see what's going on now. In regards to a Pisces and how to tap into a spiritual gift, you guys have to understand that out of any other sign in the zodiac, you are going to be most prone to psychic development and just being more in tune with what's going on. So that's what, the advantage that you guys really, really have. And I say it all the time, especially, when it comes to tarot. If I didn't have that Pisces moon, I'm not sure how good I'd be at this. So it's definitely something that I feel has helped me to navigate my way. So I just want to see overall, how do you guys tap into yours? How do you kind of open that third eye and get to a place where you're more able to navigate the spiritual world, okay? So let's start off with, what is the gift of a Pisces? What is it that you guys are supposed to do in this world? And towards others, your family, your friends. So let's see what shows up, guys. Now keep in mind, guys, for everybody, things are going to vary, okay? So I'm going to do just a very general outlook with the Pisces energy, okay? The card that just tried to flip over was the Lover's card in the reverse, so I will keep that in mind, okay? Okay. We'll pull 3 more cards here. Wheel of Fortune. These are very interesting cards. Let's see here. Sorry, guys, my music was kind of loud, so I'm going to turn that down. Okay, so in regards to what your gift is, the energy that you guys got here was the Six of Wands in the reverse. So this is when something in life isn't successful, okay? You don't have a victory with a certain thing. And we have the Three of Wands, okay? So that's very interesting. The Three of Wands, also the Eight of Swords, and the reverse behind that. That's when you're able to turn your back on things that aren't successful or things that may not go in the way that you expected. And you're able to see shit for what it is. You're really able to move past anything that could have held you back in a sense. So here, it's a sense of really just helping people to expand, whether you're helping yourself or helping somebody else to expand after situations where people weren't successful with what they wanted. Okay, so this is like a whole redirection. This is moving away from, failure and just really being able to expand and see things more clearly. So again, guys, your intuition is very, very heightened. So with you specifically, with the Six of Wands in the reverse, it could be a matter of the fact that there's certain disappointments that you may go through in your life, but you guys really take it to a whole new level where it's not like you just go through that situation and you keep it moving and it is what it is. It's like, no, you really learn how to come out of that situation in a big way and really expand in a big way and just be able to see the world and people in a clearer way. So it's like you guys take a lot out of things that don't work out, okay? So it's not just a matter of suffering through something, it's suffering and learning so much at the same time, okay? So in regards to these cards here, we have the Two of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles in reverse as the first cards. So this is a sense of balance and really being patient in the process of finding balance. And it's like, as you're looking for this balance, as there's certain things in life that you have to drop and you have to kind of just get through, this is what leads you to really amazing new beginnings. With the Ace of Wands here and the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, it's like once you guys finally find a balance over your emotions, over the energies that you allow into your life, the people that you allow into your life, it's like it does so much for you. Once you're able to really understand situations, and in this case I feel it comes more out of issues that we deal with on a daily basis. That's where you guys could really, because everybody learns in a different way. So for you guys, it could be through the adversities, through the problems, but you guys work it's like you take the threads of everything that didn't work out and you put together something so beautiful. Okay, so you're able to really move on and do big things because of the things that you realize, because of what you internalize, as a Pisces. Now, the last two cards that we have here is the King of Wands, I'm sorry, the Knight of Wands in the reverse, and we have the Father of Swords, which is the King of Swords here. So this could be just looking at the world in a very empirical way as well, okay? Especially when there's energies around us that aren't stable, okay? Whether it be cheating in a relationship and you being able to see that for what it is and picking up on it, or, seeing when something can cause a person a lot of instability or can cause you a lot of instability. I do want to pull more cards on that just to see what else comes from it. Two of Swords in the reverse. Okay. I don't have to pull anymore, but I'll pull another one. Yeah. So guys, this is very clear, okay? When it comes to situations like this where a person can't be trusted or they could be unstable, whether that's you or just anyone else, you're able to see that for what it is. You're able to have clarity on that. So bam, that's where that intuition comes in. So for you guys, it's really just a heightened intuition that's going to come to you at times where things might not be what you want them to, okay? So it's like you guys learn the most out of your adversities. And being able to know and cut off what's not good for you, okay? Being able to see bullshit, from miles away. All right. So that's what it is. And, that's what I figured was going to come out for you guys. So it's just a very developed and heightened intuition where even if you don't have proof of something, you don't have solid evidence that something may not work or that something may be working against you, you pick up on that and you act accordingly once you're completely developed with your gifts. So how do you attain this? Let's see. How does the Pisces really step into their power with their gifts? So we have the Queen of Wands, we have the Ten of Pentacles, and we have the Ten of Wands. Okay, the energy here is the King of Wands in the reverse and the Hanged Man in the reverse. Now, even the Devil's behind that, guys. So again, for a lot of you, not only are you learning things when it comes to times of adversity, but a lot of you, specifically, the adversity that makes you tap in is problems in love. Okay, it's like that's part of the process that really opens up that heightened intuition that really makes you think. Now here, this would, if I was doing a regular reading, this would describe a situation where someone's not being honest, where there's a lot of toxicity, where especially within love, somebody can be playing another person. And with the Hanged Man in the reverse, it's kind of like when we move forward with things that are kind of forced. Okay, so things that may not naturally come to us, or things where we really have to bend over backwards to make it happen. Okay, so in regards to, how does this come about? With the Queen of Wands in this case, because we're not talking about people so much, we're just talking about how you guys get there, what energies get you there. And the Queen of Wands is someone who is extremely passionate. This is someone who will very easily say what it is that they love in life and really show a lot of love and passion for it. So you guys having something that you're very passionate about, where you feel so abundant, where everything just feels like it's on top of the world, and then out of nowhere, heavy burden comes from that. So having something that you're highly immersed in a very good way, and having the same thing that brought you so much pleasure and so much happiness and so much abundance, suddenly causing you all this anguish and all this pain and all this, heaviness. Why is this Ten of Pentacles here? We have the Ten of Cups in the reverse. Five of Swords. And we have the Fool card. Okay, so basically, guys, yeah, when you have something that's so good, and then that thing that is so good brings you, unhappiness, it brings you all this adversity, it brings you all this, fighting and this arguing and this tension. And because of the burden it brings, knowing that, damn, I have to go about things in a different way. So yeah, for a lot of you guys specifically, and everyone goes through it, but those people that you have dated in your lifetime, or people that you have loved, and it doesn't always have to be intimate, it's just when, we truly love a person, if anybody has really turned their back on you or has really hurt you, or you've just gone through something crazy with this person, then that's actually what gave you the push. So there is something good that does come out of it, even if there is pain that's attached to this thing. So that's very, very interesting. Okay, so that's where a lot of you are really going to tap in. Okay, situations in love that don't work. And it's going to be that for a lot of people, because there's so many things that we have to do in life. But when you love somebody, that's a choice. You choose to love someone. Okay, so when things like that don't work out, especially for Pisces or just any water energy, you guys are going to feel it at such a deep level. And it's what, it's kind of what makes you feel every single part of your body, how intense the pain can feel. Okay, but just know, as intensely as you guys can hurt is how intensely you can be happy as well. Okay, so any advice for you guys in regards to how to go about tapping in? Okay, we know what the gift is, we know how it comes about, so what's the advice in regards to developing it? We have the Hierophant in the reverse, the Three of Wands, Judgment card in the reverse. Super simple, guys. Letting go of the things that just aren't good for us. So yeah, it's going to teach you the lessons, but then you got to make the next step of actually letting that go. It's like, thank you for teaching me this, but thank you next. Okay. So here, guys, really just turning your back on things that are unconventional for you, that don't help you to come in alignment with your higher self, things that are bad judgment. And with the Three of Wands, just being able to turn your back on this and being able to expand with the knowledge that it has taught you. Okay, so for a lot of you, pain is what gets you there. Pain is what builds your intuition. These failed situations is what makes you guys aware to the world and to people, and how people navigate, and what does deception look like, and what does a genuinely happy person look like, and what does a person who's hiding a lot of suffering look like. So that's what really makes you tap in. And it's like, you have to be able to empathize and to have felt that pain to be able to see that pain, or to be able to see that happiness in someone else. So really, the gift is going to be the sense of emotion. Okay, being able to just sit on a bus next to a complete stranger and knowing that they're going through something so heavy. And that happens to me all the time. So sometimes it's like I get overwhelmed, and when the Pisces of me really comes out, like I could be at a restaurant full of a lot of people, and it's like I'm fine 1 second, but then everyone's energy just gets so overwhelming, and I feel like I just have to leave. So that'll happen. Sometimes I'm out and it's just like I was fine, and yeah, it's like everything hits me like a ton of bricks. So especially if you guys are exploring that empath side of you, you're gonna have to learn how to navigate and really how to protect yourself and be able to block out unwanted energies as well. Okay, so this is really good, guys. So you really have a sense of just having to go through things, learning from them, and then walking away from the things that have caused you pain, or that has caused you stress, or that has already just ran its course. Now I get the question a lot of, where do I start now that I know what my gift is, how I came by it, what I have to do once I understand what it is. The best way, guys, for me is, one, you're going to want to listen to what you have been drawn to. Okay, what are the things that you're interested in when it comes to the metaphysical, or when it comes to just spirituality in general? For me, at a very young age, like I'm talking like 7 years old, my parents would like give me money if I was going on like a school trip to a mall, and I knew there'd be a bookstore there, and I always got books on like astral projection and all sorts of things like that. And it's just like, that was always there. There's always that seed there. So what is your seed? What is something that you've always gravitated towards? Is it how expansive this universe is and what could be out there? Is it that we can connect to people in a spiritual way without even having to leave a room? Is it medium work? Is it, again, things like astral projection? Is it tarot reading? Is it astrology? Is it numerology? Okay, so there's really so many avenues that you can take. Now, look at the seed that you have had within yourself and what you have been drawn to, even if you haven't delved in it like that. And then my next piece of advice would be to go to a spiritual store. Okay, go to a spiritual store and just be very open minded. Don't go in the store with any expectations at all, and just walk around. You know, what calls to you? What is it that you just kind of feel yourself gravitating towards? And that's what you go towards. Okay, so just start there, and you'd be surprised the things that you pick up on. But I feel like everyone's gift is something that does find them. So there's going to be some sort of connection that you feel. There's going to be something where you feel that spark and you say, yes, I can expand on this. So, I mean, it's awesome. And even if there's not even a gift that you want to expand on, just the fact that you're able to understand and interpret the world in such a deep emotional way. You know, it's like you're always a few steps ahead. You always know when somebody in a room is false. You always know when, you know, there's certain people that may not want good things for you. So just within that, you're able to protect yourself from so much, and you're able to bring so much good into this world and just empathize with people at a much deeper level. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this, and I hope that this is something that has helped, if this is something that you've been wanting to do. And I hope you guys had a good birthday season. So I will be back soon with your next bonus reading, which is finances. Take care, guys. I love y'all.